Welcome to the Childcare Director's Chair, the podcast for bold educators who are ready to lead, grow, and shake things up in early childhood education. Whether you are a teacher eyeing that lead role, a lead stepping into leadership, or a center owner dreaming big, this is your space to grow with purpose and leave your mark. Hosted by heart-centered leadership coach Erica Sacoccio, each episode brings you real talk, actionable tools, and a contagious laugh or two, all designed to help you step into your next level with confidence. So pour your coffee, pop in those earbuds, and take your seat, because your leadership journey starts right now in the Childcare Director's Chair.
If we want to change outcomes for children, we have to start by changing how we understand them. Not who we wish they were, but who they truly are. And that starts with knowing early childhood development inside and out. Hey friends, welcome back to the Childcare Director's Chair podcast. I'm your host, Erica Sacoccio, longtime childcare owner, leadership coach, and honestly, your hype woman for building high-quality programs that truly change lives. Today, we're diving into the fundamental pillar of early childhood education, and that's understanding early childhood development from birth through age 8 and across all different domains. One standard influences every single decision that our educators make, from the tone of our voice that we use, to the expectations that we set, to the way that they design a classroom, and even how they interpret children's behavior. So sit back, grab your coffee, and let's dig in on this Monday morning. I want to first talk about why developmental understanding is non-negotiable. Early childhood isn't preschool light or pre-K rehearsal. These years from birth through 8 are the most rapid foundational brain-building years of a person's entire life. We're talking growth across 4 domains today: physical, developing coordination, strength, sensory processing and motor skills, cognitive development, problem solving, memory, reasoning, curiosity, and early academic concepts. And of course, social and emotional, learning self-regulation, identity, relationships, what empathy means, and resilience. And then of course, linguistic, building their vocabulary, expressive skills, receptive skills, narrative ability, and in many cases, bilingual or multilingual development. And a teacher who understands these domains sees behavior as communication, play as learning, and challenges as opportunities, not disruptions. And that's what elevates quality. Ensure your team to take 10 seconds before reacting to a child's behavior and listen silently. What skill is this child learning right now? That tiny pause turns frustration into insight, and insight into stronger teaching. The next thing I want to address is seeing a child as an individual. You and I both know there is no such thing as average. We have children who can crawl before they sit. We have children who can read before they can tie shoes. Children who speak 2 languages before the age of 3, and children who grow in ways that don't fit neatly into a tidy little chart. Understanding development means understanding variation, because not all children reach milestones at the same time or in the same way. And as directors, it's our job to help staff stop looking for the sameness and start looking for meaning. When teachers recognize that development is a range, not a race, they become more patient, more creative, and more open to partnering with families. When you do your class walkthroughs, ask your teachers, tell me one strength this child is showing today and one skill they're working towards. That shifts their mindset from a deficit to based on growth thinking. And context and relationships really matter, and culture and community. And children develop in layers. They have home life, they have family culture, they have language background, community norms, and classroom relationships. And a strong educator sees a child in context. They consider, what are their home routines? What are their family expectations? Cultural values, language experiences, trauma or stresses, and support systems. A child may act differently at drop-off, during transitions, or even around certain teachers because the context shapes the comfort. And when educators appreciate these influences, they stop taking behaviors personally and start responding with insight. Challenge your team weekly to identify one culturally relevant element that they can weave into their environment, whether it's through books, songs, greetings, foods, languages, or traditions. It builds relationships with families, and it shows families we see you and we value, especially this time of year. It's the holidays, and we're talking about cultures, and hopefully if we're doing a great job, we're integrating culture into our programs. The next thing I really want to address is using developmental knowledge to make decisions. Knowledge is the only thing that's powerful when it becomes an action. Every part of the classroom, from the layout to the schedule to the tone of voice, should reflect what we know about how our children learn. Developmental knowledge helps educators set realistic expectations, scaffold new skills, plan meaningful experiences, reframe challenging behaviors, and communicate more effectively with families. We also recognize that when a child might need additional support, and for directors, this knowledge is how we lead our teams. This is how we coach. This is how we model, mentor, and guide them towards higher quality practice. So ask your teachers during lesson plan reviews, how does this activity support the children's developmental journey? It brings intentionality front and center, and it raises the bar in quality. Now, if this conversation is lighting something up underneath you this Monday morning, it means you're already doing the most important work. Reflecting on how to support your team and understanding child development deeply and confidently. Strong leadership isn't about being perfect, but it is about being purposeful. It's about being that bridge that connects your team with the resources, tools, and confidence they need to do the hard, beautiful work of shaping young lives. You are that bridge, and your program is stronger because of it. All right, friends. Well, if this episode inspired you, then I want to personally invite you to join us at the Early Education Empowerment Conference, May 7th, 8th, and 9th at the beautiful Crown Plaza in Warwick, Rhode Island. We have 3 days of learning, connection, and growth where we'll dig deeper into child development, leadership, coaching and mentorship, and so much more. And your role as the bridge that connects your team with the right tools and support. So you can continue to make a difference and run a high-quality program that families rave about. And if you're still listening, I have a holiday surprise for you. The first person this morning who heads on over to our Instagram page, which is Childcare Directors Chair Podcast, or at CCDC Podcast, sends me a DM with your full name, your address, your email address, and the name of the center you work at, you will win a free 3-day conference ticket to join us in May. You'll get to meet me in person, we'll get to hang out, learn together, and more. You also get to be a guest on the podcast. Yes, you. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to Instagram right now, send me that DM, and if you haven't hit that follow button yet, make sure you do that too. Until tomorrow, have an amazing Monday. Take care of your people and keep shining. And remember, you got this.
That's a wrap for this episode of the Childcare Director's Chair, where we believe leaders aren't born, they're grown. If something sparked for you today, share it, shout it out, or pass it along to the next bold changemaker in childcare. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and stay connected with Erica Sakosio for more real talk leadership tools and a whole lot of inspiration. Until next time, lead with heart, grow with fire, and always remember, the chair is yours. Now own it.